Okay, this video is going to start covering the basics of dimensioning in AutoCAD. You'll see that I've opened up a former assignment of yours, exercise 512. This is one of the assignments that you did earlier in the semester. And we're going to just go in and put dimensions on this particular drawing. I'm opening up my textbook, so I'm pulling the dimensions. Now, the one thing that you'll notice is you're not going to have enough room on this drawing to put dimensions. It's just not, there's just not enough room in the template. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to take and copy something from one file and then put it on the clipboard and paste it and put it onto another template. So what I'm going to do is I don't have any AutoCAD commands open right now. I'm just going to click up here and drag and draw a window around everything that I have for the drawing. I'm going to leave the template out because I don't want to copy it. I'm going to click and highlight it. Then I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to clipboard and I'm going to select copy from the clipboard. Now, you guys should have created a template for yourselves on size B paper. So, at this point, I'm going to come into, I opened up my size B template. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to come into clipboard, click paste. So I can bring this in here and boom, there we go. I've been able to copy a drawing onto the larger paper. Now I'm going to actually take and I'm going to select the top view and the right hand side view. Move them to the right just a little bit. Make sure ortho's on when you do that because you've got to keep them in alignment. And move these down just a hair. Now here's what I want you to do. If you actually go through and copy all of the dimensions that are in your textbook, some of them are going to be the wrong dimensions. You know, they put them in there without thinking about where good base points and things like that are. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to have you guys, just for the sake of practicing putting dimensions in with AutoCAD, make sure that every dimension in the book is on your paper. Don't add anything, don't take anything away. That way you'll know that you're done. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking at length dimensions in the front view. Okay, now I'm going to actually it would be better dimension all this in the top view because it makes better sense. So I'm going to come over to the annotate tab at the top of the screen and select dimension, and you can see all the different dimensions that are here. I'm going to select linear. I'm going to pick here and here. Notice that the linear dimension remains horizontal. Now you'll notice that this is showing up in purple. The reason it does is because I have already created a layer. Okay, and that layer that layer has the magenta attached to it. I'm going to undo that. I don't want that. Okay. Anyway, you can see that I've actually got my dimensions here. Now one of the things I want to call your attention to before going farther is this. If I need to change my dimensions, you know, right now I've got 2 decimal places, and that's what your textbook has. In order for me to change my dimensions to different size decimal places, I'm going to come up to annotate, and I'm going to go to the dimensions tab, and I'm going to open up this little arrow that points to the lower right called dimension style, and I'm going to click on modify. When I do that, there's only 2 tabs you need to be monkeying with here. The first one is primary units. Now if you guys are going to be doing a metric drawing, you don't need any decimal places at all. The precision is the number of decimal places, and if you put your first dimension in place, it's probably going to give you 4 decimal places. Don't put more decimal places than you need. Come in here and select 2. Now if you're doing metric drawing, there will be no decimal dimensions. Now, fit. If you're working in the metric system and you first put your first dimension in, you got to make sure that your system is set up. If you start having trouble seeing your drawings, you may have to come in here and use your overall scale and change it so that you can see. But if you set everything up properly on your template, it shouldn't be an issue for you. But I wanted to show you that. Okay. Now we're in a position right now. I put the first dimension in place. I showed you how to move everything over into the area that we're dealing with. So I'm going to stop this video. We'll have another one that picks up where we're leaving off, and we'll just continue to put dimensions in.